Alexey, later today we're going to see EU energy ministers discussing gas market curbs. We've already seen the price cap on Russian oil and, of course, the seaborne oil embargo also taking effect. How are some of these measures really impacting the Russian economy? Are they fruitless or are they bringing about real change?
Look, I mean, let's be absolutely honest. They do inflict pain. There is no other way of looking at them. But on the other hand, we also have seen that Russia managed to go around sanctions regime. Russia managed to open up new markets. Russia managed to redirect some of their energy exports to other markets. And what is also really important is to consider the position of the OPEC member states. We haven't seen the Persian Gulf states joining Western sanctions regime. We haven't seen them being sympathetic to our course against Russia's aggression and their overwhelming support for the sanctions. We have seen them exercising pretty balanced approach in terms of not necessarily colliding with us, but certainly not turning their back on the Russians, the way how, for example, Saudi Arabia did after the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. So our expectation that the Saudis and other members of the Gulf community would follow the suit of what has happened in the final years of the Cold War proved to be absolutely wrong. Also because Russia worked very hard with members of the Arab world, with members of the OPEC, and now they are benefiting from those dividends. So whilst definitely we would create more discomfort for the Russians, we would make them improvise even more, and that's not good for the business and for the steady flow of global supply chains, certainly from their end. But we should not also be expecting that the Russians would be driven into the corner. What the Russians can do is also suspend the extraction of significant volumes of their reserves, so they will start selling less. As a result, that may somehow affect global oil prices, or in fact, they can increase the production and by that sort of offset whatever losses they may be sustaining as a result. So the Russians proved to be pretty innovative in terms of overcoming sanctions. So whilst they're taking damage and they're taking punishment, but again, if we're expecting for some sort of a short-term visible effect now or tomorrow, I don't think we will see any change in Russia's behavior in terms of long-lasting effect. But we're maybe talking about months, if not few years. Yes, the Russians may start feeling the heat and the impact of the sanctions down that track. The question is, can we wait? Can we afford to wait for all this time? Can Ukraine wait for all this time?